98-й сонет Шекспира. From you have I been absent in the spring, when proud-eyed April, dressed in all his dream, has put a spirit of youth in everything, that had a certain loved and leapt with him. Yet now he lays of birds, now the sweet smell of different flowers in odor and hue could make me any summer's story tell, or from the proud lap pluck them with the crew. Nor did I wonder at the lily's white, nor praise the deep vermilion in the rose. They were but sweet, but figures of delight, drawn after you, your pattern of all those. Yet seemed in winter still, and you away, as with your shadow I with this did play.
To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether it is nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles and by opposing end them, to die, to sleep no more, and by sleep to say we end the heartache and the thousand natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished, to die, to sleep, perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub, for in the sleep of death what dreams may come, when we have shuffled off this mortal coil, must give us pause. There is the respect that makes calamity of so long life, for who would bear the weeps and scorns of time, the oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of despised love, the law's delay, the insolence of office, and the spurns that patient merit of the unbirthed takes, when he himself might his quietus make with a Barbotkin? Who would fatherless bear to grunt and sweat under a weary life, but that the dread of something after death, the undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveller returns, puzzles the will, and makes us rather bear those ills we have than fly to others that we know not of. Thus conscience does make words of us own, and thus the native hue of resolution is sickled o'er with the pale cast of thought, and enterprises of great pitch and moment, with this regard their currents turn awry, and lose the name of action.
My mistress' eyes are not like the sun. Coral is far more red when her lips red. If snow be wet, why then her breasts are dun? If hearts be reeks, black reeks grow on her heart. I have seen roses damasked red and white, but no such roses see I in her cheeks. And in some perfumes is the more delight than in the breath from my mistress reeks. I love to hear her speak, yet well I know that music hath a far more pleasant sound. I groaned, I never saw a goddess go, my mistress, than she walks tread on the ground. And yet, by heaven, I think my love is rare, and as any she belied with false compare.
Sonnet 153 by William Shakespeare. Cupid laid by his brand and fell asleep. A maid of Dian's this advantage found, and his love-kindling fire did quickly steep, in a cold valley fountain of that ground, which borrowed from this holy fire of love a dateless lovely heat still to endure, and grew a within breath, which yet men prove against strange maladies a sovereign cure. But at my mistress's I love's brand new fight, the boy for trial needs would touch my breast. I, sick with love, the help of birth desired, and with it hide a sad distempered guest, but found no cure. The birth for my help lies where Cupid got new fire, my mistress's eyes.
Weary with toil, I haste me to my bed. The dear repose for limbs with travel tired. But then begins a journey in my head to work my mind when body's works expired. For then my thoughts from far where I abide intend a zealous pilgrimage to thee, and keep my drooping eyelids open wide, looking on darkness which the blind do see. Save that my soul's imaginary sight presents thy shadow to my sightless view, which, like a jewel hung in ghastly night, makes black night beauteous and her old face new. Lo, thus, by day my limbs, by night my mind, for thee and for myself no quiet find.
Let me not to the marriage of true minds admit impediments. Love is not love which alters when it alteration finds or bends with the remover to remove. Oh no, it is an ever fixed mark that looks on tempests and is never shaken. It is the star to ever wandering bark, whose worth's unknown, although his height be taken. Love's not time's full, the rosy lips and cheeks within his bending sickle's compass come. Love alters not with his brief hours and weeks, but bears it out, even to the edge of doom. If this be error, and upon me proved, I never it, nor no man ever loved.